What is going on, everybody? Anon here, and happy Father's Day. Hopefully, all of you have reached out to your fathers, your grandfathers, um, and just tell your family you love them. My dad is the best. My father-in-law, I couldn't be happier. He's just a great guy. Today's a special day in the Anon family. Mother's Day is as well, obviously, but let's get started. So we have some super interesting information. So I'll try to keep this one a little bit short tonight. So Weiss, I think we're still on track for Nikki Wave Two. I'm just gonna pull this up real quick. Yep, 7:15. So we should have some indication in the next 2 weeks. And I don't know if mentioned this before or not, but I was told it's print to demand from one place. I'm told that there's only a certain amount of stuff on the other plate or from another distributor. So I don't know the answer yet. I'm assuming it's going to be an extended reprint of or an extended print run of the first wave that just wasn't released in the US, but we'll see. Moving on to the best information, the best detail that we have, Gundam. So, looks like the first set for Gundam, we're starting to get allocations for. So, what I've been told from one of the distributors is initially everybody thought it was going to be a bloodbath. Now I'm starting to hear it's not nearly as bad as what they thought. Now, I have not seen numbers. I have no idea how much product I'm getting. But if that's the case, that's going to be super interesting because the thing that's interesting with Bandai on this game, particularly with One Piece, you have GTS and Alliance. They're the two distributors, and that's it. And I know other distributors have tried to get access, and they were told that there's just not enough product to add a third distributor to that. But with Bandai, now you have all five majors, or I'm sorry, all four majors. So you have GTS, Southern, Alliance, PhD, all selling the second set of Gundam. Now, I don't know if all of them offered the first set. I should know the answer to that, but I don't. But again, it's a little bit of an interesting change because is it there's just going to be more product than One Piece because it's a larger IP, and again, don't crucify me. I don't know if it is or not, or is it the fact that they're just looking for a broader reach and a larger footprint to distribute the game to? So, anyway, that being said, we should have some idea this week how much product we're getting here at Anon. But it sounds to me like it should be attainable, if you will. So, okay, moving on to Magic. Final Fantasy is here and gone. The play boosters, again, I've heard multiple conflicting reports. I know MVP came out with a report, and I believe that came from one distributor where they're not expecting to get product for 3 to 4 months. I've had multiple other distributors tell me that end of June, early July for play boxes. Have not heard anything about Commander decks, so these things are going to be dead and gone for months before anything else comes, in my opinion. But my guess is, this product all goes through the roof before we get more in. Now, we are the last 2 weeks of the quarter, so you're going to see the Amazon dumps. I know I believe I saw the play boxes selling for 175, 180, and feel free to correct me in the comments if I'm wrong there. The collector displays at 279, I believe. So we'll see what happens there. Edge of Eternities, we're getting close to the end of the order window here. Next weekend is MagicCon Vegas, so we'll see some more spoilers. I'm sure they're going to actually, talk about the set for the first time, and we'll see what the headliner card is. We'll see. We know the Galaxy foils are in here. I've heard rumors that there's slivers, so if that's the case, it could be pretty cool. but hopefully it's not just a blip on the calendar until we get to Spider-Man. And Spider-Man is going to be absolutely nuts. And then after that, I guess we have the December set's going to be Avatar. I don't know what to think about it. Oh, yes, one other quick thing. So the Final Fantasy holiday set has been confirmed. I don't know if they've done a press release, but it's been confirmed to me from multiple distributors. It's also been confirmed because Ultra Pro has new SKUs, new pictures coming out, or new uh, pictures of new items that are scheduled to come out in November to support the release. We have the Chocobo mats, the character mats that came out for the initial release of Final Fantasy. We're going to see the same thing in November. So, super interesting. So let's move to Pokemon real quick, and we'll kind of close it out here. Under P, there we go. All right, so Black and White. Before we get into that, the Ogerpon premium collections are coming out. I think I've mentioned this before. This is a 10-pack EX box. This is, in my view, it's kind of a new trial because a lot of the EX boxes coming in the future include 10 packs. So I don't know if this is a way to expand margins, get more packs out there at a larger price, or if they're just kind of messing around with different concepts. We have the Cynthia's Garchomp that came out this week. We have the Team Rocket's Mewtwo that came out this week. The Charizard EX Special Collections did deliver this week to distribution, so we'll see those next week. But with Black and White, we have now gotten allocations from everybody except for a handful. Expect to get something this week from our largest distributor. I do expect Alliance to get something a little bit sooner on this. I know there have been some delays in the past, just given the process they've been going through, which fortunately they're through, and couldn't be happier for those guys. They are very good people, whether you like them as a distributor or not. They are really. So hopefully we get something a little bit sooner there, and then probably in the next 2 weeks we're gonna orders for Mega Evolutions 1, and that's going to be super interesting to see if they print more, how much they're going to print. I know the PokeBeach article came out about how pre-release decks or pre-release kits are going to be limited going forward. I don't really know what that means. That is the Build and Battle box specifically. So I don't know if there is an item in there that's difficult for them to get, or if they're just shorting that because they don't care that much, which I don't think is the right term, or if there is, if they're going the path of Journey Together where you have the enhanced versus non-enhanced booster box, and that's why it's limited for whatever reason. Again, this is pure speculation. I just pulled that out of my butt. I don't know for sure. So it seems like there's more product coming. Also, have not confirmed in the US yet, have confirmed in Europe. There is a second wave of the Super Premium Collection coming in August, end of August, early September. So be on the lookout for that as well. The price of those is going to go down, no different than the price of the ETBs with all the Costco sales. But this is when you accumulate positions and when you buy. And, people are going to be butthurt because the price of stuff goes down. But, when the price of things go down in a game where all of the product over time, at least up until today, has gone up as it ages, this is when you buy. So anyway, guys, happy Father's Day. Again, it's a little bit late now. It's 10 o'clock East Coast time. But, if you didn't today, call your dad, your grandpa, tell them you love them. They're important in your life. So like the video, subscribe, join the Discord, and we'll talk soon.